When we hear the word commitment, our minds often jump straight to romantic relationships. We picture couples making promises, pledging loyalty, weaving their lives together in an intricate dance of love and devotion. But how often do we stop to consider the commitments we make to ourselves? How often do we acknowledge the dedication it takes to grow, to chase our dreams, to care for our emotional and mental well-being? Commitment isn't just about the promises we make to others, it's about the profound promises we make to ourselves. It's about choosing to nurture our growth, honor our goals, and stay true to our path. When we commit to ourselves first, we build a foundation for a life that is both fulfilling and intentional. A life that moves with rhythm and purpose. The power of self-commitment. Think about it. How can we truly commit to others if we haven't committed to ourselves? Self-commitment is often overlooked, yet it's the key to a meaningful life. It requires honesty, introspection, and a deep understanding of our own needs. Picture someone striving for personal growth. Maybe they dream of changing careers, starting a fitness journey, or pursuing a creative passion. That dream alone isn't enough. It takes commitment. It takes action, persistence, and the courage to keep going despite setbacks. If they neglect their self-commitment, fail to set goals, prioritize their well-being, or invest in their passions, they may find themselves feeling lost or unfulfilled. But when we honor our commitments to ourselves, something shifts. We grow, we thrive, and in turn, we show up more fully in our relationships with our partners, our friends, our families. Prioritizing ourselves isn't selfish. It's the foundation for becoming a better, more present, and more loving person. In fact, here's something we often overlook. Self-commitment is its own reward. Think about it. When we take action toward our goals, we build momentum. Each step forward, no matter how small, fuels the next. Success creates confidence. Confidence fuels motivation, and motivation leads to more action. It becomes a self-reinforcing cycle, a reward loop that keeps us striving for more. Even when we fail, the cycle repeats. We learn, we adapt, we try again. Failure isn't the end, it's a reset. A recalibration. When we embrace this loop, we realize that commitment itself is the reward. It's not just about reaching a destination, it's about the joy of striving, growing, and becoming. The reward loop of self-commitment is backed by neuroscience, and here's the logic behind it. When we commit to a goal and take action toward it, our brain releases dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with motivation and pleasure. Contrary to popular belief, dopamine isn't just about reward after success, it's about anticipation and effort. When you set a goal and work toward it, your brain experiences micro-rewards in the form of dopamine surges. These surges increase motivation, making you want to continue the behavior. If you succeed, you get a strong dopamine hit, reinforcing the behavior and creating a loop. Action, reward, motivation for more action. Even when we fail, the brain doesn't just shut down the reward system. Instead, it adjusts and learns. Not only that, every time we honor a commitment, we strengthen the neural pathways associated with discipline and perseverance. The more we engage in self-commitment, the stronger these neural circuits become. Over time, taking action toward goals becomes habitual, requiring less conscious effort. This is how successful people build resilience, by repeatedly engaging in self-directed action until it becomes second nature. Also, when we reflect on our commitments, we activate the DMN, the default mode network, a brain network responsible for self-awareness and personal meaning. Now, commitment isn't just about motivation, it's about identity reinforcement. When you commit to something meaningful, the brain perceives it as an extension of yourself, which increases long-term engagement. So the bottom line is that self-commitment creates a self-sustaining reward loop because it activates dopamine for motivation, strengthens neural pathways for persistence, and reinforces identity through reflection. Even when we fail, the brain adapts and re-engages, ensuring the cycle never truly ends. It simply evolves. Commitment in relationships, a two-way street. Now, when we talk about commitment in relationships, we add another layer of complexity. It's a shared experience. Two people choosing to invest their time, energy, and emotions into something greater than themselves. When commitment is built on aligned values, mutual support, and a shared vision, it becomes transformative. It deepens our connections, fosters trust, and creates space for love to grow. But commitment means different things to different people. Some treat commitment as a habitual promise, words spoken without true intent. It creates an illusion of stability, but when those words aren't backed by action, it leads to disappointment and disillusionment. Others take the opposite approach. They hesitate, holding back until they find a connection they deem worthy of their investment. Maybe past experiences have made them cautious, or maybe they fear vulnerability. But when they do commit, it's deep, unwavering, and built on trust and understanding. Commitment isn't just about saying yes to another person. It's about saying yes to growing together through the highs and lows, the challenges and triumphs. It's about choosing every day to show up for ourselves and for those we love. The dance of commitment. In many ways, commitment is a dance. A balance of structure and flexibility, of movement and stillness. When it comes to personal growth, it's about embracing challenges, learning from failures, and celebrating small wins along the way. In relationships, commitment is the dance of two individuals moving in harmony, understanding each other's rhythms, respecting personal space, yet staying connected. It's about communication, empathy, and the willingness to weather the storms together. True commitment isn't about control or obligation, it's about mutual respect and shared intention. It's about saying, I choose this, I choose you, I choose us. Overcoming the barriers to commitment. But let's be honest, commitment isn't always easy. Whether to ourselves or to others, the fear of failure, past traumas, or societal pressures can hold us back. Acknowledging these fears is the first step to overcoming them. One powerful tool, self-reflection. Ask yourself, what does commitment mean to me? What fears or insecurities are keeping me from fully committing? When we take time to explore these questions, we gain clarity. We start to understand the why behind our hesitations, and from there, we can begin to move forward. Another key, surrounding ourselves with the right people, those who support, challenge, and inspire us. When we have a community that holds us accountable, commitment becomes less of a struggle and more of a natural rhythm. The lifelong journey of commitment. Ultimately, commitment isn't a destination, it's an evolving journey. It changes as we grow, as our relationships shift, as life takes unexpected turns, and that's okay. The key is to stay open, to embrace what we know, question what we don't, and remain flexible in our approach. To celebrate our victories, learn from our failures, and keep showing up. Because commitment isn't just a promise, it's a force that guides us forward, in love, in growth, in purpose. And as we navigate this dance of commitment, we discover something beautiful. The magic isn't just in the destination, it's in the journey itself. So stay committed to yourself, to your growth, and to the journey ahead.